Anything Marquez did in those fights that you can pick up on at all?
Marquez made Manny think. And Pacquiao is the king of start and stop. In and out, start and stop, start and stop. And Marquez was able to use broken rhythm to keep that rhythm off. And he slowed down certain aspects of it. He's picked up certain facts of it, and was able to disrupt the rhythm of the fight. So that's a great strategy for anybody, but especially for Manny Pacquiao.
Chris, you're doing a great job handling being on Fox News, USA Today, all these major news outlets. Where does that come from?
I'm built for this stuff, man. I don't get nervous about this kind of stuff. I enjoy public speaking. It's something that I've done as a profession in the past as a nutritionist and speaking to groups, and as a coach and a personal trainer. Even in terms of like in my school, speaking to my classrooms. I never had a problem with that kind of stuff. I actually enjoy it. So for me, all the attention is it's not a big deal. Compared to what we do in a ring, this stuff's easy.
Your head coach Tim, can you tell me your history with him and the connection you have with him?
Tim Lane is just a tremendous coach. I've known him for about 16 years now. He has been my professional coach even into my kickboxing career, probably about 10, 11 years. He was a pro fighter himself, pro boxer, pro kickboxer, world champion kickboxer. And we have a connection that I don't think many other athletes have out there. These days. We Stitch Duran, a very famous cut man, was saying yesterday. He said it while we were sparring session. He said, "You guys are two bodies, but you have one mind right now." Because we think along the same lines, and we spend a lot of time in communication, coming up with strategy, and I trust him. So what he tells me to do, I do.
Chris, can I ask you about the business? Arum seemed to have picked you out for the fight as Manny's opponent, but it seemed like it took a lot longer for you to get a deal done with Joe and Artie.
Yeah.
And I read, it seemed like they were trying to put pressure on you in the New York papers, things like that. Did that at all sour you? Did you have a different relationship with those guys than you do now? Or I guess mainly with Joe, not with Artie.
Well, yeah, I had to approach it as a businessman myself. I couldn't just, as a fighter, the opportunity came and it was like, yes, this is it. But as my business side of my brain had to slow things down to make sure I got the most fair deal for myself. And in that case, I had to deal with, there's a lot of people involved. I didn't speak to Bob. I didn't negotiate with him.
Right.
I negotiated with my promoters. So, I had to, like I said, slow things down and not be rushed into making a decision that wasn't in my best interest financially.
As we speak of, Pacquiao is preparing for to play his first professional basketball match. What can you say about it?
I don't really have much to say about that. A lot of people ask me about his basketball. If is that what he chooses to do, that's fine. As long as he doesn't get hurt, I don't really care.
Do you guys know what the game plan is right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We've been working on it. This is our second week sparring, of real sparring, and things really came together this week in terms of the game plan. So, from sparring session to sparring session, this week by our third day, the coaches were amazed that I was getting better as we were going because, we've been working really hard. My body was definitely feeling it, but the strategy is showing, and everyone's starting to kind of see what's working and how this is going to work.
So you're visualizing and envisioning first round, second round, and all those things?
No, my coach breaks it up, and he's very, very meticulous. Tim is very meticulous about what we're working on in every single session. Our job is not to go out there and beat up our sparring partners. Our job is to get out of each sparring session, specifics that we need to mark off.
What weight do you want to walk into the ring with?
Mid-50s, mid to high 50s. That's what I walk around at. So, I'm not. I can make weight next week, and I'll look exactly the same on fight night. So, I'm not worried about the weight at all. Actually, yesterday I woke up, I was underweight. I was losing weight faster than I wanted to. So we upped our breakfast a little bit.
Chris, can you win a decision in Asia?
Yes, absolutely.
You don't have any misgivings about?
No, if I do what I'm supposed to do, and control the action, there's no way you can take it from me. And I've fought that way my entire life. I've lost a few rounds, until my last fight, So, I think if I go out there and do what I'm supposed to do, and do what I can do, then there won't be question about who won a round or who